So I watched the entirety of Avatar: The Last Airbender. We're going to be talking about episode 3, which I do think is one of the weakest episodes from the series. We're going to be talking spoilers, so this will be your spoiler warning. Now, in this episode, they fast-tracked a lot of things, and they did it with episode 4 as well. And I wasn't really a big fan of it because they fast-tracked like having Azula, Mai, and Ty Lee show up, which it just felt out of place. They really just had Mai and Ty Lee stand in the background while Azula trained, and that was their introduction. I don't like how they did that. I'd rather they just waited for Azula until the second season, but no, they wanted to rush it all and kind of just put her in here. She also just didn't feel like that menacing, crazy self that she is from the animated series, and that's kind of felt off as well. I was also disappointed that the Mechanist was an Omashu, because that doesn't happen in the animated series. He's in the Northern Air Temple, and it feels like they got rid of that whole story in the Northern Air Temple, with Aang kind of losing his shit because they were using the temple and they weren't air nomads. I don't like how they did that, but I feel like they just put it there just to have the big important plot detail of the airships. However, even though I didn't like that stuff, I did like the Zuko and Aang tussle when they were fighting in the streets.